Did you know that the misalignment of your spine can affect the efficient functioning of your nervous system? And that can have an effect on your voice. So if your breath is held and your voice is tight, it may be something to do with your spine. I'm going to give you one exercise that you can do on your own every day to help. This video is particularly for the spoken voice, but if you sing, hang around because you might learn something. Also, don't do this kind of stuff until you've sought professional medical advice. You can do this standing or sitting. If you're sitting, make sure that your knees are wider than the width of your torso. And the first thing to do is just to think about or picture, if you can, your spine. It starts somewhere in between your earlobes, in the middle line of your body, just underneath the base of the skull. And if you're looking side on, it runs down in little S-bends. The reason for that is because it's a shock absorber. And if it were perfectly straight, then it would break as soon as you put any kind of impact on it. So it's got these natural little bends when you're looking side on, and it culminates in the coccyx between your butt cheeks. Now, seeing that as clearly or thinking that as clearly as you can, would you let your head go round in small circles as if you're painting a circle with your nose and go the other way? You're essentially just massaging that top joint of your spine with your skull. And then when you're ready, let that top vertebra drop. It's quite small. And the next one. And the next one. And there are 7 vertebrae in your neck. So one after the other they drop until you just let your whole head and neck drop, but everything from your torso downwards is as it was before. Sigh a breath. And then start to let go of the next one and the next one. All the vertebrae through your rib cage that are joined to your rib cage, they're bigger, so the drops might be a bit bigger. And you go down and down until you get to the vertebra in the lower part of your back. These are quite big, and so the drops are really quite big until you can't really do anything else but just let go. If you're standing, you're still on your feet, but your arms and your head and your neck and your torso are just dropped over to gravity. If you're seated, then your torso is just slumped in between your thighs. Now that you're down here, just give the head a little turn from left to right and a little nod up and down. Sigh a breath, maybe shake the shoulders and the arms a little bit. And then, rather strangely, imagine that your feet are like roots, the roots of a tree, and they're drawing up some kind of energy from the ground that come all the way up through your legs, into your coccyx, your spine, and then you start to build back up. Now take your time. Really enjoy thinking about or visualizing, if you can, that journey up through your lower back, and then slowly up through the middle part of your back, and then up through the upper part of your back until your head and neck are dropped, but the rest of you has built up. Sigh a breath. And then imagine, think about those last 7 vertebrae of your neck, and one by one start to let them build all the way up until your eyes meet the horizon, and then sigh a breath. So you can do that on a daily basis. You could do it for 20 seconds, you could do it for a couple of minutes, you could do it over and over, you could do it in the morning and at night, and you might feel that now you've done it, you feel a little bit more connected to the floor, maybe you feel a little bit calmer and a little bit more released in your body, maybe you have a sense of your spine being a little bit more aligned. So I've got a free course that you might be interested in. The link is in the description box below. However, this kind of work is best done face-to-face with an expert, because how else do you know if you're getting it right? So in September, I've got an in-person 6-weekend course, and it's only for 15 people. It runs once a month, all the way through until February, and it covers everything you could ever want to know about your voice. You will feel your breath deeper, your body will be more grounded, you'll have more resonance, you'll have more range, you'll be able to project, and you'll feel much more articulate and eloquent. And it's in the beautiful Cotswolds town of Stroud in Gloucestershire in the UK. There are only 15 spaces and it's first come, first served. If you're watching this video and it's after this September, then I will run another course in the following year. So check out the link in the description box below, and if you're in time, have a look, consider signing up, and if you're out of time, let me know and I'll put you on the waiting list for the next year. Also, consider subscribing, and I will post more of these videos very soon.